Well, guys, we got a situation. What a great way to start today with telling you that Zach is stuck in the mud. We came over to this last area of wheat and the conditions are a lot different here. So we didn't get rains early on, but we sure did get a little bit later on in the spring. So everything here is kind of wet. There's little ponds everywhere. This was my fear. So you have to be a little bit more strategic here in Kansas. We don't have to worry about that. We got really sandy ground, but here you have to be strategic about being empty or full in certain parts of the fields at certain times. So, dang it.
Well, we've had a very good, very boring harvest until I decided to make some mistakes. Mistakes were made. We're stuck. It's not terrible right now, but we were just talking about it. I don't really know how to pull on this from the front. We do have the rope kit or cable kit or whatever you want to call it, but the cables only go out the back. So I don't know if I can just tie to the front axle. Let me walk around here. I drove right here and it was fine. I went one track over to try and get that little bit of strip of wheat and negative. Fell right in. Show you. These things sit so low to the ground, if you fall in at all, you start dragging your frame. And yeah, I fell in a little and down she went. It's really only the right side. My left side of duals is actually up on dry ground now. It's just the right side, but the right side is in pretty deep. So we'll see how this goes. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Stupid mistake, but to be honest, we've combined through every single wet spot on the farm this year, but this field right here got double the amount of rain about 3 weeks ago or a month ago than everything else. So you can't tell, but that's standing water all the way up to there. So I almost made it out of here. So close. If I would have just sent it a little harder, I really would have went right on through it, but negative.
So here comes the rescue crew with a big old tow rope or 2 or 3 and a bunch of chains. So I played it cool, y'all. I played it cool in real life in that moment because of course no one's happy to be doing this. Just look at the size of the tow ropes. Not that I was excited or happy to see any of this, and this video just doesn't do it justice, but to see such a monster machine deep in the mud like that, it was just insane, and it just really put it into perspective how big all of this equipment really is. So I didn't catch the part on camera when it first happened. Zach called me over to him, and that's why his auger is out, because he needed to get that weight off of him ASAP. So I ran over and he dumped all that weight on me and I got out of there as fast as I could. But this whole process was just really impressive. I don't know if you can see behind them, but those are cattails. This is literally like a marshland, a swamp. The mud around here is just sticky. It holds a lot of moisture. It's very spongy. Obviously, it's very easy to sink into, and it's very deceiving through all the straw, and I've just never seen anything like it. We're chasing. I want to talk with you guys about the self-driving automation known as the Raven cart automation, grain cart automation. So first of all, it's kind of tricky. I need to get straight and lined up here, but here's my auto steer, right? Engage. Propulsion. So now, hands-free. Once I get in line with him, I'm learning the little tricks and tips it takes to get the perfect line. Getting up next to him, I got to be driving nice and straight. Can't have the tracks all turned. It kind of confuses the system a little bit, or I'm just not tech savvy, which is also a very high possibility. I hit my auto steer, and then once I get my RPMs to about 1700, I hit a little button on the back of my stick. Then I'm hitting propulsion. Now, there are sensors everywhere. There are a few sections in his end on his screen of my cards, and he can hit either section. Oh, and he's done. I think I'm full. Yep, I'm full. So now we're gonna go to the truck. I'm gonna turn my AC down for you. If you guys have been watching for years, you know that I have had a cursed time with ACs in my tractor. The highs here are like, 80, 82, so I'm not that worried about it. At least we're not in Kansas where I have literally zero AC. This one's just acting up, and we're gonna get it fixed. This is a whole new world of harvest, a whole new terrain, like trees. I mean, everything is so green. We're used to everything being dried down by the time we get to it. This is just insane. So I'm loading trucks a little bit different than I am used to as well. I load the front hopper and then I immediately go to the back. So put our auger out and I'll show you. Okay. PTO. Let's get her in there. So this field is a little wet, so the piles are sticking together and they come up a lot faster. But if you guys notice, in my last grain cart setup that I had in the deer, I was not this tall. I am ginormous right now. I can see well into the trucks. I don't have to stand on my tippy toes. I don't have to panic as soon as I see a pile. I see a pile, I can watch that pile grow for a minute because I'm so much higher up. Here we go. Let's go to the back. Here we go. I'm a lot more comfortable now, so I can kind of relax while I'm doing this and enjoy it. Here we go. Whoa. I need to work on my backing up. Here we go. Gates shut, throttle down, PTO off. And there you have it. Well, guys, today has been very hectic with the mud and the busyness. We're down to one combine at the moment. We're trying to figure something out mechanically, and I'm just left here wondering what's going on. But this wheat looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna end this one here. Maybe you guys learned something. Maybe you didn't, because you probably know a lot more than I do. And I appreciate you guys for watching. If you're new here, welcome to the mess. Leave your questions, comments, concerns down below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, love you, bye.